Brenda, would you like to start us with a prayer, please?
Yes. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for your loving authority, for your gentle guidance, for your unending grace, your tender compassion, your fierce protection, and your perfect faithfulness. We are so blessed to have your inheritance of life everlasting. Amen.
And the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
McMurray,
Here.
Taylor, Clyburn,
Here.
Uten,
Here.
Losi,
Here.
Move excuse Corey Taylor from the meeting tonight.
And I'll second.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uten, Losi,
Yes.
McMurray.
Yes. Okay, and we'll review the minutes of the October 6th work session council meeting.
Has everyone had a chance to look at those already? Okay, I will move to approve the minutes of the October 6th work session council meeting.
I'll second.
Uten,
Yes.
Losi,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Abstain.
Do we have any committee reports? Okay, so the village officials reports, we'll start with Mr. Silcott.
Thank you. You all should have a copy of my report for this last 2 weeks. On the report, we're still waiting on the council's approval for the improvements across the street at 137 South Washington Street. Held staff meeting with supervisors to keep up on the daily activities. Progress meeting for phase 1 project done. The project is done except for some punch list stuff. I would like to say a thank you to all the residents who lived on that street when they were milling that out, as dusty as that was. We didn't get a whole lot of complaints, which really surprised me, but I think hopefully everybody's happy with the final results of how it looks. Had the bid opening for the water tank and clear oil restoration. Painting should wrap up in the next couple weeks. We do have a couple change orders for some improvements to the tank that will be getting processed. But all in all, I think if anybody's been up there, that tank looks pretty good. And the contractor has been doing a pretty good job. Felson's Park project is underway. The park is still closed. We had a meeting today. Progress right now is they're putting storm sewer improvements in Felson's Park side. And hopefully before Thanksgiving, they intend to pave the new road that goes down on the south end, pave the parking lot up at the front part, and then maybe do the trail that goes around there, but they're not sure if that's going to get done before Thanksgiving or not. But their hope is to keep moving that along. We're still having discussions with Ross County Parks about a potential management of the quarry site. They're actually working on an agreement now that they're going to get to us for review of what their hope is. They seem to be pretty excited about it and actually are thinking about potentially expanding it already and putting in some additional sites and doing some other stuff. They think they may be able to find some dollars that can do that, so that could be a good thing for us. We're working on the ORDC grant agreement to add flashing lights at the State Route 72 crossing. Aubrey's reviewing that agreement now. And then we're working with the staff and solicitor on claims that have been made against the village. And that's all I have to report.
I did have a question at the last meeting, and since you weren't here, who is responsible for making sure that the punch list gets taken care of and everything is done?
We will, DLZ will.
Nobody from the city will?
I mean, on your behalf, yes. I mean, we will.
Okay.
DLZ has created the punch list, and then they are, actually, we sent Shay here today to kind of check on things and to do an inspection of the water tank and to kind of see where they're at with the status of those punch list items.
Okay, because, I mean, I would assume like a safety service director or someone would be overseeing that, or the head of the street department or something would be going behind, because we have had some issues in the past where things didn't get done
Sure.
and they got left. So that's why I was asking. Okay.
I do have a question. I know in my neighborhood, down across the street from Felson's, we've noticed, I don't know, like a film or some kind of hard liquid on our cars. Not just me, it's the entire neighborhood. Is that something that's coming from the Felson Park project? It seems to wash off easy enough, but it's very sticky and it's almost like somebody sprayed everything.
It is, I'm not sure, because I don't think they've done anything. I know they did some dirt work down there, which could have stirred up some dust and those kind of things, but, and they're working on the storm sewer now, so I'm not aware of anything that should do that, but.
Okay. But there haven't been any other complaints come in
Nope,
about
haven't heard
that?
anything, nope.
Okay. All right, does anyone else have questions for Mr. Silcott? Okay, Mr. Lewis is not here tonight. Aubrey, do you have anything for us?
Just a few things. Been working with Catherine on that vacation of an alley petition that we did receive. The first step to that is to bring the planning commission together. And it came to our attention that there was a vacancy on that board from a member that had passed away previously. So I've talked to Mr. Silcott about maybe gathering some names and getting someone appointed to that position so we can hold that meeting and move that forward. So that is in the works. We have received some claims against the village and various things that at this time I don't think are appropriate in an open meeting to discuss, but happy to speak to any council members regarding those. Sorry, I can't see you past there, Carlos. And then the employee termination that we discussed in executive session, that is in the works as well. And I have remitted the correct information to the police chief to get that going. So.
All right, and does anyone have any questions for Ms. Kiger? Mrs. Renner is not here this evening. So we'll move on to communications. Brenda, do you have the Citizen of the Month?
I do, and that's also good. Okay, so wait a minute, maybe. Here it is. Okay, so our Citizen of the Month is Richie Davey, and Richie served as the lead organizer for this year's Shop with a Cop program and went above and beyond to ensure its success. Through his dedication, leadership, and community spirit, Richie helped raise the largest amount of money since the program began. His hard work and generosity have made a tremendous impact, allowing more children and families to benefit from this meaningful event. We are grateful for Richie's outstanding efforts and commitment to making our community stronger. If you would come up, we would like to get a picture. I can't see it from here. Okay. Do we have a plaque for Mr. Richie? Do we have a plaque?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yep, that's it. So, here you go. Okay.
Good job, Richie.
Yes. And then we have our Employee of the Month. Officer Connor Snavely is recognized for his outstanding dedication and quick response during a critical emergency call involving an unresponsive infant. His calm demeanor, swift action, and professionalism were instrumental in providing immediate aid and ensuring the best possible outcome in a life-threatening situation. Officer Snavely's ability to remain composed under pressure exemplifies the highest standards of service and compassion in law enforcement. His actions reflect great credit upon himself and the department, demonstrating both courage and commitment to the safety and well-being of our community. And I don't think he's here, is he? No. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations, Officer Snavely. Okay, then we have our Halloween coloring contest. So we have 3 winners of that in 3 different age categories. So if they would like to come up, we have age 3 to 5, Ezekiel Bennett. Age 6 to 9 is Hannah Leonard. And age 10 to 12 is Avery Adams. And we'll get a picture of that. We have trophies for you.
Yeah, there's prizes yonder.
Ones at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How are we gonna hold it? Oh, this one's probably. Yeah, gotcha. The 6 to 9.
Yeah, I'll move it over here for you.
Okay. All right, so.
That would be his trophy.
They got a gift and a trophy, I think.
But his is 3 to 4, and there is nothing that says 3 to 4. This says 6 to 9 and 10 to 12.
How about the
Oh,
one?
here. Oh, is this, wait a minute, maybe this one.
Too many trophies.
I don't know. This one looks like, I don't know. Okay, that's 3 to 4. Do you think this is 6 to 9 and that's 10 to 12? It kind of is looking like it too. Just from having kids. And Sam, you're going to get your picture. Okay? This is heavy. Got it? Okay, it's heavy. Oh, well, like that. Got it? You sure? Okay, you guys come over here so we can get your picture. Stand right here in the middle. This is awesome. Do we have the pictures here? Where are the pictures? Do I have those anywhere? Okay. What do we get in here? There's several of them. Let's do that. Does that work? Better? Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. All right, that was confusing. Yes, I think so. Okay, and the one wasn't even on top of the prize. Okay, and then finally, where'd my thing go? This, but there's nothing. Okay, so then we have a house decorating winner who is Ashley Randolph at 403 Dickey Avenue. Is Ashley here? Ashley Randolph? No? Okay. Then we have business decoration winners. So we have 3rd place goes to Black Cat Tattoo, 2nd place to Adeline Rose, and 1st place to Sealy Portraits. More trophies, more pictures. I don't know why we sit down. So, somebody from Black Cat? And then Alan Rose. Okay. Okay. Can you get us all, or should we get behind?
I think I got you. Let's make sure I can see your face.
Okay. Deanna, she's the one that does most of that. I think that's everybody. Did we get them all? Yeah.
I think that's all of them.
Okay.
Okay, are there any other communications before we move on?
I do have one thing. I did get a call that Church of Christ would like to be included in the downtown trick or treat. And so they just asked about, coming down and setting up tables. I told them I thought that was perfectly fine. I don't think they needed to get approval or anything. So just bring their tables. I did suggest that if anybody's going to set up downtown, that they might have some lights with their display, because it does get pretty dark, and even with our little street lights back there, it gets pretty dark. So if any other businesses or organizations, churches, anything is interested in participating in that, it is from 6 to 8, right after the parade. Well, I say 6 to 8, but it's immediately following the parade. But it would be a good idea if you have tables and if you have some lights with your table, so people can see you. And we're looking forward to that. And that is Tuesday, the 28th, I believe. That's right.
Sounds right.
I think that's the right date.
Can I ask what time the parade, just for
I'm sorry?
What time is the parade?
The parade is at 6. So the lineup starts at 5, and the parade starts at 6. And if you've never been to our Halloween parade, you really need to come, Aubrey, and check it out. It is just about every kid in town is either in the parade or standing on the sidelines waiting to catch candy. So it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And the fire department gives out hot dogs and a drink, and I think a bag of chips after every participant gets that. So it's a really cool thing.
And then the downtown businesses do trick or treat after the parade's over.
Yes.
And it's usually packed,
Yes.
kid after kid, all around the block for hours.
There you go. I'm going to dress up because I'm going to pass out candy for
Dress
city
up.
council, so I always dress up.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss it this year.
Yeah.
But I've always enjoyed it.
And then our house-to-house trick-or-treat, while we're talking about it, is that Thursday, the 30th, is the house-to-house trick-or-treat, and it's also
6 to 8.
8, I believe. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so now we'll go on to the reading of ordinances and resolutions.
All right, here we go. All right, tonight we have third reading of ordinance number 32, 2025, an ordinance establishing compensation for the mayor and members of council under the federal plan of government.
Move to adopt.
I'll second.
Losi,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uton.
And then we have third reading of ordinance number 33, 2025, an ordinance to repeal the existing employee manual and adopt a revised manual for the village of Greenfield.
Move to adopt.
Second.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uton,
Yes.
Losi.
Yes. Then we have second reading of ordinance number 35, 2025, an ordinance to increase appropriations of the 212 opioid distribution fund within the 2025 budget and declaring an emergency.
Move to suspend the rules.
I'll second.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uton,
Yes.
Losi,
Yes.
McMurray.
Yes.
And move to adopt.
Second.
Uchen,
Yes.
Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Then we have second reading of ordinance number 36, 2025, an ordinance to increase appropriations of the 204 Park Fund within the 2025 budget and declaring an emergency. And I'll move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uchen,
Yes.
Move to adopt.
I'll second.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uchen, Losey,
Yes. Then we have second reading of ordinance number 37, 2025, an ordinance to increase appropriations of the 204 Park Fund within the 2025 budget and declaring an emergency. I'll move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uchen,
Yes.
Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
And move to adopt.
Second.
Uchen, Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
And then we have second reading of ordinance number 38, 2025, an ordinance to increase appropriations of the 204 Park Fund within the 2025 budget and declaring an emergency. And again, I'll move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uchen,
Move to adopt.
Second.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uchen, Losey,
Yes. I don't think, oh, there's 40. Okay. Then I have first reading of ordinance 40, 2025. Oh, okay, sorry. First reading of ordinance number 39, 2025, an ordinance establishing the Village of Greenfield 2026 permanent appropriations budget.
Move to receive.
Seconded.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Uchen,
Yes.
Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Then we have first reading of ordinance number 40, 2025, an ordinance authorizing the city manager in cooperation with the chief of police to procure various police patrol vehicles and declaring an emergency.
Move to receive.
Second.
Uchen,
Yes.
Losi,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn.
Yes.
Mr. Silcott, would you like to talk about this one?
Yeah, we're trying to get a couple new vehicles, 2 new trucks and 2 new SUVs to replace some of the older vehicles that are costing us so much in maintenance. They've got it financed, like we did the last time we bought vehicles. And they're just trying to set it up to get it so we can replace some old ones that are falling apart and get some new ones.
How many current vehicles do we have altogether in the police department? Trucks.
Chief, how many you got?
Thinking. Because I got one struck down that I haven't put any more money in. So we got 1, 2. I want to say 5. But I had one, like I said, that is disabled that I haven't.
So that makes a total of 6.
Maintenance issues.
So-
Then we have another one that's still in service, it's extremely high maintenance and that it doesn't get driven except by one person.
So,
So
a total of 7?
you want me to count the disabled ones?
I guess if that's what we're replacing.
Okay, yeah, so this is. Yes, 7 sound right?
Okay.
So this total is to replace 7 vehicles, or?
we're
No,
not replacing
4.
7 vehicles. This is the way we've done it the last couple times about new cars. We get the loan from merchants, we pay the payments. It's just set up the same way as last time. And we move out the older vehicles that's becoming unsafe because they are emergency response and they have to drive really quick in them sometimes. So we will be retiring some of the older vehicles. It was like last time, I still got one to use for one of our service departments. Just wasn't safe to drive at high speeds for emergency response, but I was able to reutilize in one of our other departments. So this is the exact same thing we've done the last 2 times since I've been chief. We just replace what is older and needs lots of repairs with the new ones, and then if I can repurpose them, that's what I do.
What is your time span on replacing these, Chief?
What is it?
Your time span when you,
Well, it took us a little while to get to the legislation here. I'm sure the guy would call me in the morning because somebody else is wanting the cars.
okay, how old's your oldest cars, like when it comes to, it was a 5-year note and it's been paid down and the other ones are all worn and torn?
Yeah, we have one more payment on this one, which I spoke to Mr. Lewis about. So on this one, we have one more payment, which it won't be no problem to take care of that one because when we redo the loan, it'll kick it out till, I believe it's June or July of next year is when we pay the payments out of the equipment. So it'd be pretty much exactly what's in my budget now. It's just we'll be retiring the older vehicles from emergency response and replacing them with newer, safer vehicles.
Okay.
So why does this have to be passed as an emergency? Why
Because
can't
I
we do
have
the
a
3
car,
readings?
I have a car salesman wanting to sell the cars.
Well, I understand you have a car salesman that's wanting to sell the cars, but why is this coming to us right now as an emergency that we don't have, 30 days to look it over and, have you shopped around? Have you only looked at one dealership?
No,
Is
ma'am, I
there
have not.
only
I've been working on
one
this for months.
option?
I've been working on this for months, getting the equipment quotes and everything else that's been produced to Mr. Lewis, and he wrote the legislation.
Okay, so, in my mind, if you've been working on this for months, the legislation should have been given to us months ago to tell you to go ahead and go forward with the quotes.
Wouldn't that be Gary Lewis's
Right.
problem?
Well, like I said, Gary's the one's written it. I've never wrote legislation. I always went to him with the financial questions, okay? And he's the one that wrote the legislation. Well, it was today, it was supposed to be last week, and he got busy, or last meeting, he got busy. Like I said, Mr. Lewis wrote the legislation. I never have wrote the legislation. I just shop around where I can get the cars, who has the cars in stock, where I can get the equipment, who I get to put it in, and I bring these quotes to Mr. Lewis, like I did the previous times, and
What are the quotes? I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't see the quotes.
what are the quotes? Because there's no
I don't know,
quotes.
I give them all to Mr. Lewis. Quotes is for the lettering. The cars just come as black cars. They don't have no inmate cages in them. They don't have the radios and stuff in them and stuff like that. That's an attached cost to them. There's multiple different quotes that goes to these vehicles. So this, what you guys have is the entire package. So I have to get, the letters are cut by VIN numbers, body styles and things like that for the lettering on the side of them. It says police and reflective. The light bars are just like any other car part, they're bought for a certain vehicle. So I have to like get cars that I know I can get, that's a certain year or whatever that they have in stock to get the quotes. So that's why I'm saying the car dealer will probably call me tomorrow. If you guys decide against it, that's totally your choice, but the quotes is based off of the vehicles I've been able to find in stock.
And the trucks that we just bought, how old are those?
20, 21, 22, 21 or 22.
I don't think it's been that.
The trucks has been amazing. The trucks has almost had no maintenance, tires, oil changes and things like that. The SUV seems to be what's been falling apart. And then we have the one car, but like I said, if I had my way as far as maintenance and upkeep and money that I have to maintain out of my budget, the trucks has been phenomenal. I have not placed one part on the motor on them trucks since we've had them. The only thing they've got is tires and general oil changes and maintenance and things like that.
Is part of the reason this is an emergency too, because if we don't take them, he wants us to,
Yeah,
they
he's
want to
gonna
sell them
sell
to
them
someone
somewhere
else.
So then.
How long
like
ago
this-
did you give all this to Gary Lewis?
Huh?
How long ago did you give all this to Gary Lewis?
It's been over a month. I mean, like I said, it's probably been, I give him the entire packet of paperwork before the last council meeting, and he got busy with, I think he believed he had, that's the time frame he had the lady in here for, was it audit or something? And he was busy with that. So, I mean, I'm like, not pushing anybody. I just submitted the paperwork to him, and this is when he typed it to submit it.
Which is normal.
Well, I mean, he's not here to really tell us anything more, so.
Well, I mean, I would like to
Know how we
see
came
the
up with the
quotes
figure,
from, I mean, I'm a purchasing person. I like to see at least 3 quotes from 3 different places. So you know you're getting the best deal and not just going with, you know, a body or, you know, that's kind of standard operating in everything other than government.
And I would like to know how many
Is that doable
vehicles
here?
this $297,000 is
Four.
going to get.
It's 4 vehicles with equipment.
And I'm not sure the 3 quotes is easy because they're police vehicles. They're not like
You're
regular.
gonna be going to different dealerships.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only certain ones, and then like he said, he wants the trucks because the trucks have been so good to us. And there's 2 of them, and the guy says he'll sell them to someone else, so I think that's kind of, I don't know that there's, because of their, what do you call them, police responders or whatever?
Yeah, they're responder.
They're
package.
special vehicles, so they're not like the other ones we can get.
Plus they got-
Approximately $75,000 a vehicle. I know it varies because some are trucks and some are SUVs, but
Yeah, actually, the SUVs is more expensive than the trucks.
yet you said you have more trouble with SUVs.
Yeah.
So why would you not just get trucks then? Then why not just get
Well,
trucks?
last time I bought trucks, I was questioned why I bought trucks, so,
Well, they were a lot more expensive than $75,000.
yeah. like I
They
said,
were
gave
they
me
were
a
probably
really
double
good-
that.
They give me a really good deal on them. I've never met these people, I've only talked to them on the phone.
So the fact that they, let's just say they do cost $75,000, you're buying a plain Jane police cruiser, then you have to put all the new radio equipment in, all the lettering, all the barring.
You got lettering, you got of course, I changed over to a handheld radar system that can go from car to car, that don't have to be wired for a certain car. So you got the radar, you got the lettering, you got the prisoner transport cages, you have the radio consoles, you have the wiring that goes into the light bar through the ceiling and all that stuff. All that stuff is included in those packages.
I guess my question,
I guess if council's okay with it, I'd be perfectly happy buying 4 trucks.
and, I mean, how much difference is there between the SUV and the truck, the
I think
price?
just a couple $1,000s. Like I said, I give Gary the quotes. I don't have them in front of me to tell you an exact amount.
Is there a benefit to having an SUV over a truck?
It's just some people, the trucks has been really good in this area. We've been able to of course we ain't had no really big snowstorms or anything, but when people run from us, we've had the ability to go after them in areas other than, we've had to, where they've been off-road several times, like I said, and, they hold up better, especially with one of them that got hit when they was in a car pursuit, and literally it was minimal damage. I mean, they're safer, they're bigger, they've held up. I didn't know they would hold up like this. Like I said, I just assumed they would, and we never tried them before last time. But like I said, I specifically got a question last time, that's why I'm not here asking for 4 trucks. Why do we need trucks? The trucks are holding up. Like I said, I have not replaced one car part. I have replaced stuff that's on the trucks that wears off every day, like tires. They get oil changes, windshield wipers, stuff that is utilized on them. But I have not replaced a part, knock on wood, because I don't want to jinx myself. I have not replaced no transmissions. I have not replaced no motor parts on these trucks. And like I said, they're either 21s or 22s. This is the last time we purchased this. It's just, like I said, we're at the end of our loan. And one of the reasons, and I don't know if that's why it's declared an emergency or not, but one of the reasons is Mr. Lewis's retirement. Nobody's ever done this loan with Merchants Bank except for Mr. Lewis. So, like I said, now I'm not saying nobody else can do it, but Mr. Lewis is familiar with the process of submitting all this to Blaine and getting their approval and keeping our payments the same. So we're not asking for entire cars every year.
Well, he's still gonna be here for a couple more months, so I don't think that would be
I know,
the
but
reason
it
for
takes
the
some time for
emergency.
him to get that stuff done, so.
Okay, does anyone have any other questions?
I mean, I would prefer to have Gary Lewis go over this a little bit with us before we jump on it. I know if we declare an emergency, I mean, we have to vote on it tonight. I don't know, what are you thinking? 2
Make
weeks?
a motion to adopt.
You
Yes.
can't make a motion to adopt. You
You
can
gotta
make a motion to suspend.
Suspend, then we'll go the other way, you're right. I thought we already suspended.
No. So are you making a motion to
Making a
suspend?
motion to suspend.
I'll second it.
Losi,
No.
McMurray,
No.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Eaton,
Yes.
Okay, so we do not have enough votes to suspend the rules. We'll have a second reading at the next meeting.
I would at least like to have him break it down for us. Okay. Then we have third reading of resolution number 25, 2025, a resolution authorizing the allocation of funds from the village's general fund for the restoration of village property and declaring an emergency.
I'll move to adopt.
Second.
reading, they're just saying
We're over here questioning, because it is in the heading declaring as an emergency. I understand it's the third reading, so you can either adopt or move forward. If you adopt, I would ask that you do so with removing the emergency language. It
Well,
wouldn't-
if we
I'd
don't,
like to know
if we
what
don't leave it as an
restoration
emergency,
really
doesn't
means.
have to lay for 30 days?
This is true too, but then you need to pass it as an emergency and not just adopt. So you need to move to suspend the rules if that's what you want to do.
Right, so we just need to adopt as an emergency.
Well, move to suspend the rules first. I think the most current motion was move to adopt, correct?
Yeah,
So suspend the rules first and then proceed that way.
okay.
Okay.
So move to suspend the rules.
Okay.
I second.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Newton,
No.
Losey.
Yes.
Okay, so we can't suspend the rules.
Move
We
to-
move to adopt,
Second.
removing the declaring an emergency
Right.
Right.
language.
Yes.
So lay for 3 days.
So do we want to amend first to remove it?
You can. It's just a clerical correction. You're not changing the integrity of the document at all. So just amend to remove all emergency language from the heading and from the body itself. Vote on that and then move to adopt.
So I'll move to amend Resolution
said.
25, 2025 to remove the declaration of an emergency from the heading and the body.
All right. Second that.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Newton,
This is further re-verbiage.
Yes.
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 Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Now move to adopt.
Second.
Newton,
No.
Losey,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn.
Yes.
All right. So now we will move on to public participation and scheduled speakers. We have a Joshua Thacker from Anchor Addiction and Wellness Center. If you could please come forward.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jordan Wilson. I'm the program director from Anchor Addiction and Wellness. This is Joshua Thacker, our outreach coordinator. And reviewers, and she is one of our nurses there. And we're here to discuss possibly bringing our mobile medical units, which is going to provide services for those who are suffering from addiction problems here. I'm going to let Josh speak about what he came here to tell you about our program, and then I'll discuss it afterwards when he's done. Probably won't have to after he's done. So.
Like Jody said, so we just launched, these are Ohio's first. It was backed by Governor Mike DeWine. They are mobile units to treat people with opioid addiction. Amber has some pictures of what they look like. So basically what these units do is they go and they set up and they help people that are struggling with opioid addiction. We provide them with medical assessments. We provide them with medication-assisted treatment. With that treatment, a lot of people get scared, like, what does that medication look like? So the medications that we provide are Suboxone, Subutex, And the one that always throws people for a loop is methadone. But a lot of people don't know a lot of research on these MAT medications. Methadone was the gateway treatment medication that opened up the door for Suboxone. Now, methadone will be used as a very last resort because a lot of, stigma and stuff and a lot of, what's the word?
We're here, the boundaries.
Yeah.
Here to take care of the stigmas, the biases, and also to meet them where they are and what they need to be. And I think Josh has eloquently said it. Methadone is the last. We have a doctor. He's been at 25 years. The Subutex, Suboxone is his preferred. The object of the program, I'm just going to tell everybody in case they've ever come across it, is to put me out of business. Hopefully they get on it, they get well, they get themselves back in the community, become a contributing member on all the tax rolls, they can come and contribute maybe in the families and everything, and they put me out of business. But right now, it is a problem in all of our communities. But we're willing to, we're hoping that you let us come into your community and be a part of it and help you with this problem that we all have. Josh has been working hard on it. I mean, last Friday, he presented a beautiful, we had the governor's office come down, but now it's time to do the work in the community and get it out here and get those people who are someone.
So we need a parking.
We need
Yeah.
a space to bring
Yeah.
a unit here. In case you want to know, one of them is an RV, 47 foot long, has been reconfigured. It is a beautiful piece of work. $500,000 easy. The second one is a Ford 550, right?
Yeah, Ford 550.
550, and it'll be built on the back. It has a medical unit on it. It has the ability to dispense medication, but also we have an MP and 2 nurses on there. And there's also, we have our own security that's been actually contracted out. We would like to work with the chief of police and have talked to him too about the safety of this. I think the most part is, we just want to let you know, this is one of the safest and most secure process that you can have that can actually give MAT. It's only 2 in the state, and we have both of them. There's only 57 in the United States of America. And in case anybody doesn't know it, Ohio has the 3rd most OTP, opiate treatment programs in the United States. We're behind California and New York. We're 3. I think we've really come to, in the last years, starting since
2023,
we have drastically came down on overdoses.
about 8% with the assistance of OTPs, with the assistance of Narcan readily available and distributed to citizens, to anybody that needs it or wants it. That's another thing that we're going to have on our units. Each new person that comes to us will get a Narcan kit. I've worked with our local health department and Project Dawn. So each person, when they come to our units for assistance, they will get a Narcan kit that includes a box of Narcan, which has 2 doses in it. They'll have fentanyl testing strips. They will have a pair of gloves and a face shield for CPR. If they are unsure how to use it, we educate them. We provide them education, how to use it, when to use it, what to do in an emergency situation. Like Jody said, each one of our units will have an armed security guard. Our medication room on the unit has bulletproof glass with I forget how thick the steel is on our safe.
They can take a 45 at close range. So just to let you know.
So the medication is stored in a safe on the unit while the unit is parked, and then the units are, or the medication is taken off the units once we get back to our home clinic. Nothing is ever stored. Our units we would never ask to be stored in Greenfield. We come in, we park for the day. When we're finished, we go back home. So nothing is ever, a permanent placement.
And we're already going to Benton.
Yeah, Vinton County was another one that the state had identified that needed assistance, and we have gotten full support from Vinton County. So we'll be taking one of our units at Vinton County 5 days a week.
So walk me through this.
Okay.
So someone comes to you and says, I'm an addict. What do you do?
Assessment, first of all.
Yeah, they get a full medical assessment.
Full assessment, head to toe. We take in things like their biopsychosocial. We look at their history. No addict is turned away. First of all, we have to, by law and by state statute, provide all crisis intervention at our place. So if they come there, they're in bad need. First they get an assessment, then the NP that's on the board will now declare what medication they're going to be on. because everybody can take different things. And I think that's the beauty part of it. We do have that ability to do it on site. Right now, if someone needed it, they have to either go to Chillicothe, Athens, Jackson,
Columbus.
yeah, Columbus, got Cincinnati. But there's only, in this area, there's only 4 operations that can do what we're talking about doing medically on MAT. That's us, Brightview, Pinnacle, and HRS in
HRS in Jackson.
And because you have to have a special DEA certification, SAMHSA certification, we also have to be certified, well, we have to be CAR certified, which is national accreditation. We have to be certified by the state, the Board of Pharmacy. So it's regulated very, very, very thoroughly. We're just not out giving it. And I think that's where sometimes people get a bad idea of what we're doing. We're not a narcotic just giving out. There are regulations to how much they get. And believe it or not, in order for them to take their medication off our unit, it must be put into a safety lock bag. So we just don't give it to them out the window. Hey, see you later, take it easy. We also have some things inside of the program. We can do what we call medication recalls. We can call you anytime you bring your medication in. We can count the pills to make sure. We're working on a virtual medication recall. We're working on also some other things to give vocational access. We want to talk to them about giving referral for people who can give them jobs, at least job training. We'll work with JFS. We'll eventually be working with them. Education, we're giving referral for education. I think most of the time that we have a, I think we have a, and I know I made Rachel the pregnancy coordinator. That's a big thing for the state. We have a lot of women who are pregnant and are addicts, and they're scared to get help because of why? They're scared they're going to be arrested. They're scared the baby's going to be taken. Well, that's now being a program where our coordinator gets with them. We'll coordinate prenatal, postnatal, PCP, primary care physicians, making sure that the baby's getting his checkups and everything too, because the worst thing, most of us have been to a NICU unit and seen the babies go through withdrawals. It's one of the most horrible things that you can see, and we're trying to prevent that, or at least alleviate as much as we can. And we're just bringing it to you as part of the, we want to be a part of the community, not being a part of something that's harming the community, because what we're doing, I think Josh said it, methadone is the last of it, but I'm sorry.
Okay, so you come in and somebody comes to you and so you give them medication. So is it for a specific amount of time and then you're going to be back by the
Yes.
time that medication runs
Yes,
out?
ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah, we are
that's what I'm
never
trying to understand.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we are never going to just come in, dump, and then just never return. Because it's against the law. Like, we cannot do that. And we definitely would not do that. If something would happen, let's say, city ordinance passed, we can no longer be in. We had to take 30 days.
So you would be here
from
every
that
30
resolution.
days?
Yeah,
Every
so,
30 days.
yeah. So
Sometimes
we
more
would.
than that. Like I said, we're going to Benton County 5 days a week,
Okay.
so that we can meet the needs of those who are coming in different times.
Yeah.
We can give up to 28 days of medication if you progress through the program.
Okay.
That's the max by the law that we,
There's 4 different phases.
Yeah, but the max by law is 28 days.
Okay.
You start out normally it used to be, you started out with methadone if you had to do it daily. You can do 7 days with the buprenorphine, and I know the other one that people hate to hear is Subutex. If anybody ever heard it. Subutex has to be prior authorization now, before you get it. So there's no one's gonna be turned away for lack of insurance. That's the beauty part of it. We will help them get their Medicaid or the Medicare or whatever the heck. I think we can have a fund for folks who can't afford it. We will help them with it. So we're really just trying to make sure that we're giving a positive ability to treat people with this thing called addiction. And it is a disease, and we're treating it as that. We got these go out here and they treat for heart and they test for all of this. And we're working with people with infectious diseases, Hep C. We're trying to bring that to the forefront also. But our job is to make sure that we treat those who have the addiction. And I'm telling you, we have licensed counselors, we have certified counselors, we have nurses who care and been doing it a while. Our NPs have been certified in this addiction process also. So we're just trying to bring it to you, give you information. If you need more information, of course, we can give you our cards and numbers, and we can present again with more information if you want to. Be more than happy. So we're not in the field yet. We know what happened in Washington, D.C. It's been shut down. The DA is still going, but they're backed up. The second level of it is SAMHSA. They're shut down, so we can't even move forward yet until they come in. Good and bad things, but also lets us get our unit together, get everything started, so whenever it does happen, we can get rolling, so.
So you would come in like 9 to 5, and then depending on how often you needed to be here, you might be here the very next day, or you might not be here for 28 days, but it would be like a 9 to 5. You're gonna take care of as many people as you can during that time, and then.
Yeah,
then
so
you would be
my
back.
plan is to, if Greenfield would allow us to come in.
Right.
We would work with, with the township and say, how many days would you need us here?
Okay.
Let's look at numbers, because right now, Greenfield is one of those townships that can be considered Ross, Highland, Fayette.
Right.
So I pulled up, I'm a numbers person. I 100% believe in numbers.
Yes,
Through the CDCA, as of December, because I do it yearly, so December 2024, at the end of the year, there was 12 overdose deaths in Highland County.
How many of them was Greenfield?
They don't break it down, they just give me like county numbers.
Yeah, they do about village and townships, they just do it by.
Chief, can you answer that question?
Yeah, so
One is too many.
yeah. So our goal is to not let any of it happen.
Right.
That's why we want to come here, because it's underserved. The rural county, that's what this huge initiative is the underserved counties. Yeah, we want to break those barriers. A lot of people in poorer counties don't have transportation. They don't even have public transportation to get them to and from places.
Yes.
We will help solve that issue.
Julie Wise too was going, we spoke to her, we started there first.
I
but
wondered if you had spoken.
Yep.
Because of the 500 feet rule of it being Head Start too close, we could not, but she was definitely for
Yeah,
us.
Julie White, yeah,
Oh,
she was
that
all
parking
for
lot
it.
would be great, but yeah.
So, thank you guys for coming in and presenting this. What I would like to do is put this into our Health, Safety, and Welfare Committee and let them discuss this. And if you could give your information to Mrs. Losi, because she is on that committee, they can reach out to you and get some more information, and we can see where we go from there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And the main reason I wanted to bring Amber is because I don't know if everybody knows Adam's Hope event that goes on here.
Absolutely. Yep.
Amber's in charge of that. Amber lost
Yes.
her brother to that, so she
Yes.
puts on 6
Yes.
years now that she has put it on. So she's that's why I was like, you're coming with me. Like this is your
Here
attack.
to get in, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately for a reason, but yeah, at least she is someone who knows it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hope to see you again.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna do left-handed because I'm still, it's like that last one was like, ow, ow.
Okay. All right, so we did reach out to our mayoral candidates and offered each of them 5 minutes to speak to the citizens of Greenfield. So we would like to have them at this time. Mr. Taylor is not here tonight, so we will start with Chris Borison. Mr. Borison? And I am going to set my timer so that we have 5 minutes for each of you.
I just want to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Chris Borson. I live at 458 Linden Avenue. My phone number is 937-876-9710, and I'd like the opportunity to serve the people of Greenfield as their mayor. Give me a call. That's all I got.
Oh, was he thinker? They're on the game on too.
So, Mr. Kevin Curran.
All right, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Kevin Kern. I am a candidate for mayor. I was born and raised here in Greenfield, and I've returned to retire here in Greenfield, and I would like the opportunity to serve as mayor of Greenfield. So I was just going to start out with a couple of simple things where I see some issues that I've seen and been tracking over the last year. And the number one is obviously communication. My story about communication goes all the way back to when I was a 24-year-old and I took a job out here at Hoover, which then became Johnson Controls and now is Adient. And I took a job as a 24-year-old supervisor. Well, about 2 months in, I was struggling. I thought I knew everything, but I didn't know anything. There was a gentleman out there, everybody at Hoover knew him as Sarge. He came over, he says, I'm tired of watching you struggle. So he says, I'm going to give you the key to success. I was all about that. It was either that or a bullet at that time. So he said, communication. He said, not just communication, effective, good communication. He said, if it's good communication, you will succeed. If it's bad communication, you will fail. So I was waiting for the rest of the story, and he proceeded on. He said that the most important part of communication is listening. Listening is the heartbeat of communication. It turns talking into understanding. That struck me. That struck me back then, and I carried that all the way through a 40-year commitment. And I trained everybody that worked under me, everybody that worked for me and around me, that communication, proper communication, is the key to success, to making not your personal life, but your village life, everything matter. So that's my first commitment, if elected mayor, is I would love to improve and open communications within the village. The second thing is, the reason I would like to be elected mayor is because I see so much potential for the village. I see stuff going on over in Jeffersonville that we've got to get a piece of. Whether it's housing development, whether it's industrial park, we got 190 acres with only 10% of it full. That's what we got to go after. It's prime. When I was working in Georgetown, Kentucky, when they built the Toyota plant down there, it just spurred economic growth, just the one plant. There's now 50 different plants down there. We are only 30 miles away from Jeffersonville. They're putting 300 housing units up around Jeffersonville. Greenfield has everything they need right here. We have a hospital, we got great churches, we got a high school, it's the envy of Southern Ohio, and we got a good community. That's what they look for. They look for those anemones to put their plants in, to build. But the first thing, and parallel running to the economic, is the housing development. I know when I was up here and interviewed for the city manager position, that was one of the topics I brought up, is working to get some good affordable housing development in our community. On the revenue side of what we bring in, payroll taxes and property taxes, that's one thing. Everything else on the other side, expenses is going up. If we don't get more revenue in to attack that increasing cost on the other side, we're going to get into a situation where we're going to be, if something happens in the economy, we've got to prepare for it. Because without the revenue, we can't pave the streets, we can't fix the water lines, we can't do all the stuff that we need to do. So that is my vision, and appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, is there anyone else that would like to speak, public participation? No? All right, do we have any old business? Do we have any new business?
Move for adjourn.
I'll second.
Losi,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Clyburn,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.